All right, welcome to the PSCL, bottom of the first inning between the LumberJacks and the Blue Sox. And the first batter for the LumberJacks, Jimenez, gets plunked in the back on a 2-0 pitch, and he is headed to first base. And that'll bring up Binyam Gebhardt, a member of the PSCL All-Star team that played the Power real close last night. It was an excellent ball game. I apologize for the not being able to bring you commentary in the top of the first inning. Had some trouble this morning with some connection and some issues, but we are back running live here, and a throwback from Weekland, who is pitching for the Blue Sox to try and nab Jimenez, is not in time. And it's Jimenez, Gebhardt, Tarling, Robertson, Turner, Carranza, Hernandez, Griffin, Hadley, and Powers. And that one's popped up by Gebhardt over at shortstop. An easy play for Aiden Morton. So the first out of the inning comes, and in the top of the first inning, it was a 1-2-3 for Caden Stillwell. He struck out Cesar Ortega, he struck out Caleb Wise, and he got Connor Fry to fly out to Jimenez. So Gebhardt is out, and now the batter is Cam Tarling. And a pitch to him is roped between first and second for a base hit into right field. Fry fields it on a knee and throws it in to Morton, who is behind the second base bag, and there's runners on first and second now for the LumberJacks. So first pitch single for Cam Tarling will bring up Chase Robertson. With a chance to drive in the first run of the game for the Jacks. And that one is low for ball one. So here comes the 1-0. Outside ball two. And a swing and a miss there, so it's strike one. 2 balls and a strike on Chase Robertson, with a chance here for the Jacks to drive in the game's first run. Jacks have already clinched first place in the PSCL's National League. 13 wins, going for 14. And that one is going to miss for ball three, a close one. And here comes the 3-1 pitch. Missed outside, ball four. Robertson takes his base. So the bases are loaded now with one out for Kyle Turner, with a chance to make Jack Weekland pay for his giving up of a walk, a hit by pitch, and a single. LumberJacks coming into today with a record of 13-2-1. Blue Sox 6-7-1, but they do have a positive 8-7-1. They do have a positive run differential. And here comes the first pitch to Turner with the bases loaded, and it's a big swing, and he just got a piece of it to knock it back, and he's down 0-1 now. Turner hitting .409 with an 1162 OPS this year. He's got 5 extra base hits, including one with the bases loaded, and Weekland will step off the mound. Turner, no stranger to the moment. And this is a big one for him. The pitch is on the ground at short. Morton's going to be up with it and throwing to first, so he'll get one out there. But a run does score. It's 1-0 Jacks, so an RBI ground out for Kyle Turner. So now runners on second and third with Tarling and Robertson, and Jose Carranza at the plate as the last chance to get some more runs through in this frame for the Jacks. 2 outs, 1-0. Here's the pitch. It misses high, 1-0. So Weekland is behind already. And an at-bat where you desperately need to get this guy out. You cannot afford to let this inning get to Abe Hernandez, who is on deck. The 1-0 is cut on and missed for strike one. It's a big pitch there from Weekland to get the first strike. We've seen Weekland be dominant at times for the Blue Sox, and he's on the rubber right now with a chance to be a hero. That one gets away, and that will score a run. So Weekland surrenders a run on that passed ball that will not be charged to him. It'll be 2-0 now. And the start for Weekland is not going how he imagined. He's been really effective this season, but today has not.
family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Back here for PSCL Baseball, LumberJacks and Blue Sox. Carson Windishausen is the next hitter for the Blue Sox. And he's facing Stillwell in the top of the second. And the first pitch at the top of the second inning is low ball one. Just missed. Sam Fetterman bringing you the action. Jacks ahead 2-0. Here on the Blue Sox, they scored 2 in the first. Here's the pitch. In the air and corkscrewed out to right for a base hit. Nice little piece of hitting there by Windishausen to line that over the head of the second baseman Gebhardt and into right field. Swinging inside out. That's what all the great ones would do. And Windishausen's aboard for the first Blue Sox base runner. Jacks ahead 2-0 though. And the hitter is Jacob Bicey, who will foul that one out of play for the first strike. Stillwell got through the first inning on about 17 pitches, 11 of them strikes. Weakland took 16 pitches in his first inning with just 7 of them being strikes. And 2 runs on the board, 1 charge to him. That one misses outside. Here's Hadley's throw to second, and Windishausen's in easily with a slide. So Carson Windishausen has stolen second base. And here comes the 1-1 from Stillwell, looking off Windishausen, and the pitch is in there for a called strike, low and inside corner. Good pitch by Stillwell as he will try to figure this out here. What's he going to throw on 1 and 2 to Jacob Bicey? Here comes the pitch. Misses away in the dirt. Two and two, and there's a swing and a miss, foul tip into the mitt, strike 3. Down goes Bicey, so that'll bring up Kyle England here for the Blue Sox. With 1 out here, trailing 2-1. And the pitch. That one is in there, called strike 1 on England. And Stillwell is ahead now for the Jacks. In the driver's seat at 0-1. Runner on second base is Windishausen. Looks at the runner, now delivers the 0-1 and catches the outside corner for a strike. Does Stillwell. So Stillwell now ahead 0-2 on England in a 2-0 lead for the Jacks. Looks in for his sign. Now comes set at the waist. Looks at the runner and delivers the 0-2 pitch and gets a swing and miss, strike 3. Down goes England. So with that, it's back-to-back strikeouts for Caden Stillwell. Got Bicey swinging and now gets England swinging after the single by Windishausen to start the inning to the opposite field. And now Jack Rose is the hitter. Rose coming to the plate now, trying to drive this run in, but he'll swing and miss for strike one. So 0-1 here with 2 outs in the top of the second. The Jacks trying to keep the Blue Sox off the board. Jack Rose trying to knock in Windishausen from second. And the pitch is fouled away, right back to the catcher, but below him, so it'll be 0-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning in a 2-0 game. With number 22 at the plate, a lot of 2s on the board right now. Gorgeous day for baseball in Palm Springs, isn't it? As most days are. 0-2, Stillwell looks in, checks on the runner and delivers. That one is ripped down the line past Gebhardt at third, and that's going to bring in Windishausen. He's rounding and scoring with a jog. And headed back to first is Jack Rose with an RBI single down that left field line. So now a runner on first base. They'll bring out a courtesy runner for Rose. It will be Gavin Parch. And that'll bring up Michael Raymond for the Blue Sox with a tying run on base here in the top of inning number 2 in a 2-1 ball game. Stillwell looks in and throws back to first. Parch in safely with a slide, no tag. Raymond, the big lefty, we've seen him pitch, we've seen him play first. Stillwell looks in, and the first pitch to him is in there for a low called strike. A good pitch by Stillwell, especially on the first offering. Stillwell ahead 0-1. He's done a really good job of getting ahead. Runner on first is Parch, and the pitch is outside to Raymond, and Hadley, the catcher, had to get up for that one. And out of his crouch a little bit as he throws back to first. Stillwell looks in for his sign, bending down, and now coming set, and throwing back to first. And Parch in with another dive head first, safely at first base, no damage done. 2-1 is the score now, and the pitch to Raymond is just outside. It just missed by an inch or two. Two balls and a strike, so after going ahead 0-1, Stillwell's behind. Raymond's ahead 2-1. And the pitch in there for a called strike. Looked like it made Raymond a little uncomfortable, though. And that's the type of pitch that Stillwell likes. Get that top of the strike zone against a bigger guy who's lower in his stance, though. And now Raymond's got to protect on 2 strikes with 2 outs here and a runner on first. Stillwell looks in and will throw back to first with no avail. Another dive, head first. Actually, arm first for Gavin Parch. Anyway, Stillwell looks in, 2-2. That is flared, and whoa, a diving catch by Gebhardt at third. Incredible. He sprawled out for that and made the play, reaching out with his left hand, the glove hand. What an incredible catch by the third baseman, who is going to get a ton of Gold Glove votes from me, not just for that catch, but for everything he's done all year. We'll go to the bottom of the second right after this.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Apologize for missing that at bat. The first pitch missed for a ball, and the second pitch to Abe Hernandez was grounded to shortstop. Morton made a really nice play, ranging to his right, and threw the batter out. A really impressive stuff by the shortstop, Aiden Morton. And that'll bring up Drew Griffin to face Weakland. First pitch is a called strike. Good pitch there from Weakland. And the 0-1 is on the ground at third. Fielded not cleanly by Wise, and he'll have no play. So reaching on E5 is the hitter Drew Griffin. 2-1 Lumberjacks, bottom of the second inning. Brecken Hadley now is the hitter, facing Weakland with a 1 out. Weakland working from that third base side of the rubber. The pitch is ripped and foul down that right field line. He was early on it, and he pulled it, yanked it, perhaps would be a better term, actually, because that was more than just pulled. Throw back to first, and Griffin's back with a dive. 0-1 on Hadley, misses high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hadley with 1 out here. Weakland and Jack Rose going to have a little conference on the mound, and the catcher will take his strides, a little jog back to his little home behind home plate. The domain of the catcher. And the pitch. And he graciously invites a called strike into his zone from Weakland, a good breaking ball that the umpire agreed with. So 1-2. That one's just low. Hadley didn't offer. He started a swing and stopped it before it got to his shoulder, so no appeal on either side. There was no debate that that was not a swing. And there's no debate that that was a swing. Strike 3, down goes Hadley. He'll swing and miss at a Weakland fastball on the outside corner. So it's 2 outs now, and Owen Powers is the hitter, the number 10 hitter for the Lumberjacks today, with the runner on first in the person of Drew Griffin. Weakland with 2 outs and a 2-1 deficit. The pitch is a breaking ball that curves into the zone for a called strike 1. A really impressive pitch by Weakland. To get ahead in the count. 0-1 now, the pitch. Another breaking ball, and that one forced a turn back by Powers. He thought it was coming at him. It was actually not. It was breaking into the strike zone. It's 0-2 with 2 outs and a shutdown inning, perhaps, for the Blue Sox to get the bats back. And that one is a breaking ball that did hit him. And he played a little bit too close to the sun on those wings of the breaking ball. So Powers is at first and Griffin's at second. So now Jimenez with a chance to put an end to the shutdown inning talks and allow the Lumberjacks to go ahead by more than just one run, with the runner now on second base and also runner on first. Powers and Griffin. Jimenez, the hitter. Weekland, who's thrown 28 pitches, and in this inning, 8 of 12 have been strikes. The right-hander deals. It's a fastball that misses outside. He couldn't control it, and it drifted away from him. One and 0 now on the leadoff man, who's coming to the plate in a big spot with 2 on. Weekland spins and steps off. No throw. Both runners retreat to the bags. 1 and 0 with 2 outs here. There's nobody holding the runner on first, nobody holding the runner on second. They're both playing a little bit off the bag. The pitch is just low. Umpire didn't like it. I did, though. But then again, baseball is not a court of law. Two and 0 with 2 outs. The pitch is popped up foul. It's going to get to the stands. And that's strike 1 on Jimenez. First at bat, he got hit by a pitch. 2 and 1 from Weekland with 2 runners on in a 2-1 ball game here in bottom of inning number 2. The pitch to Jimenez is in the air and foul. He was late on it on the right field side. So that's strike 2. 2 and 2, 2 outs. Bottom 2, 2-1 Jacks. Weekland trying to get out of the inning and let the Blue Sox bats go to work and try and tie the ball game up. But Jimenez wants to keep this inning going, perhaps drive in a run. 2-2 pitch is on the ground in between short and third. This could drive in a run. Stop sign is up. He goes through it. The throw to the plate is off the line, and a run scores. Griffin is in. It's 3-1 Lumberjacks here in the bottom of the second. Just a good piece of hitting to get it through that hole. Timed it much better to previous pitch he'd fouled off when he was way late. Timed this one a little bit better, and Raymond couldn't make the throw to the plate. And Griffin scores 3-1 Jacks. Gebhardt coming to the plate now. Ended the last inning with a sprawling catch to his left at third base, and the first pitch to him is outside ball 1. And his first time he popped out to Morton at shortstop. It was the low pop, but it was still a pop. 3-1 Jacks. Bottom 2, 2 outs, 1-0 the count. Runners on first and second. The pitch to Gebhardt is fouled back and out of play over the press box. 1-1. Weekland looks in for his sign. He's got the glove on his front shoulder. Now he's come set at the waist and delivers the pitch. The runners go. And Gebhardt's plunked. Takes off his red shin pad and will take the walk over to first base to join the other base runners. Jimenez and Powers, and the bases are now full with 2 outs for Cameron Tarling, who singled his last time. Singled to right field in inning number 1. Two hits for each team so far, but 3 runs for the Jacks and perhaps more on the way. Weekland steps off, steps back on. Runners take their leads, comes set at the waist, and delivers the first pitch, which is on the ground right through the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes another around third, and Jimenez scores. It is 5-1 Lumberjacks. A 2-run single on the first pitch from Weekland for Cam Tarling. He's 2 for 2, and the Jacks are ahead 5-1, and they're not done. Two more runs before a potential rollover inning, and the hitter is Chase Robertson. First pitch to him runs inside, and he did swing the bat, though. He went around. That's strike one. So an inning that had promise for Weakland. It seemed like he had a chance to get out of it with no runs on the board. Has now turned into a 5-1 ball game with 3 runs in and 2 runners on. The pitch, and Robertson swung at an inside pitch that was a difficult pitch to square up if he had hit it, and it's strike 2 as he whiffed on it. So Weakland now trying desperately to get out of this inning without any more damage done. There is now action in the Blue Sox bullpen. Here comes the pitch. Did it get the corner? It did not. Perhaps a little bit too much on the framing action from Jack Rose, the catcher. A ball and 2 strikes. Stepping off the mound is Weakland now. And here comes the pitch. In there, called strike 3, a lollipop breaking ball. Weakland's out of the inning, but not before 3 runs for the Jacks. It's 5-1 in favor of the first place team in the National League, and we'll be back after these words.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all, so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. And America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better, like the new LumberJack. History never tasted so good.
Top of inning number 3 here, PSCL baseball. Aiden Morton to lead it off for the Blue Sox against Caden Stillwell. LumberJacks up 5-1 on the Blue Sox. The first pitch misses low for ball 1. In the last inning, the bottom of the second inning, Jack Weakland was ahead in the count, had the LumberJacks down to their final strike of the inning with no runs in, but then 3 runs did come in to score as the second pitch of the inning misses high, ball 2. So quickly 2-0 on Aiden Morton. Not where you want to be if you're Stillwell, although he does have that 5-1 lead that he's clinging on to right now for the LumberJacks. Here comes the pitch. That one is cut on and missed. A good one on the outside corner. Morton will step out. He'll step actually through the plate and around the umpire and back to the right-handed batter's box where he'll be right behind it, getting set, kicking the bat with his feet, and now swinging it around and putting it along his back shoulder as he readies for Stillwell's 2-1 delivery, which runs inside and almost hit him, and it's 3 balls and a strike now as Stillwell gets the baseball back from the umpire, has his glove in his offhand, now puts it back on as he's facing the center fielder, and will go take a little trip behind the mound as it seemed like there was a baseball in the outfield, a rogue baseball that needed to be picked up, and since has been. So 3 balls and a strike now on Aiden Morton as Stillwell comes set at the waist and delivers his pitch. And, oh, did he lean into that one? Yes, he did. although it's ball 4 regardless. So Morton takes his base. I think what happened there is he leaned in, although leaning in will just give you a ball. Yeah, it's a ball. So it's ball 4. That is ruled a walk, not a hit by pitch, because he leaned into it, although because it was not in the strike zone, it's ball 4. So now the first pitch coming to Stevie Murata, the number 10 hitter, with the runner on first in the person of Morton. The pitch, Murata pops it foul back out of play behind us. And the throw back to first base is not in time. Back in standing up is Morton. And the pitch, the runner goes, and he is safe at second base after ball 1 to Murata. Not a good enough throw by Hadley. It was a great throw in terms of accuracy, but the speed wasn't there enough. 1-1. Stillwell looks back and delivers the pitch now, and it's flared foul back out of play. 1-2. One and two. Runner takes his lead, and he'll spin away and look the runner back to the base. Stillwell now. Reddy's on the mound, looking in for his sign with his back arched towards the plate, and now comes set with his front foot a little bit in front of his back foot, and now delivers. On the ground to third. This one is fielded and thrown over for the out by Carranza, who's now playing third base. And they've swapped around the middle infield a little bit, haven't they? As the runner advances to third, with one out now in the inning, and the batter coming to the plate is Cesar Ortega. Either way, Powers is now at second, Carranza's at third, Gebhardt's at short. 5-1 to score. That one misses high for ball 1. Top of inning number 3, 5-1 Jacks. 1-0 on Ortega. Bending for his sign, now coming set. Starts at the head, goes to the waist, and delivers. And that one is poked foul out of play for strike 1. One and one with one out. Runner on third base, just 90 feet away from scoring, as that is the case. That one missed low. 2 balls and a strike now, with Morton on third and taking a lead. No one holding him, as they don't think him a threat to try and steal anyway. They wouldn't try and risk anything funny business with a throw, as that one's fouled back by Ortega. If you throw over to third, that's just not a pickoff move you see very often, if at all, really, because the runner can just bolt for the plate. And it's an important spot on the field, and a swing and miss as he choked up on the bat but couldn't quite reach the outside fastball. So down goes Ortega, and up to the plate comes Caleb Wise. wise, sets up with his bat on his back shoulder. The pitch to him is a swing and a miss, a big swing, and he followed through with one arm and has to step out of the box to reset with no batting gloves and a 0-1 count with 2 outs. Blue Sox need to knock in Morton from third. They're down 4. That one bounces off the catcher for ball 1. It was a little outside. He tried to set up his glove, but it hit, I believe, off of the inside of the catcher's mitt and scooted a little bit away from him behind the hitter. No damage done, though. 1-1. That's taken low. Ball 2. Did get down to scoop it out of the dirt cleanly. There was never even hit the dirt. It was just very close to it. It was a low pitch. 2 balls and a strike here in the top of the third with 2 outs on Caleb Wise. With the runner on third, it's Aiden Morton. The pitch is on the ground at short. Gebhardt will field it cleanly and zip over to first for the out. A nice little catch by the first baseman, Griffin. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 3. It's 5-1 Jacks. Stillwell does a good job pitching around the runner at third. Back for the bottom of inning number 3. And Kyle Turner will step up to the plate for the LumberJacks here. In his last time up, he grounded out to drive in a run in the bottom of the first. Now he's up in the bottom of the third, facing the new pitcher, whose first pitch misses outside. The new pitcher's Max Meltzer, the tall, lanky right-hander with the very long pants. I mean, he's got some real size on him. 1-0. Turner smacks it down to the ground and foul. Next one misses low and away in the dirt for ball 2. Next one is a high one, and he got a swing and miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is tried to go into the dirt and dig it out. So he goes high and then he goes low and gets the strikeout. Does Max Meltzer. Really good work there. And here comes the pitch. That one gets the outside corner. Oh and 1 now from Meltzer, and a ground ball by Carranza that gets booted by Morton. He still has a chance, and he does get the out, so he recovers from booting the ball and will make the out anyway. Good work. So now it's Abe Hernandez, the chance to move the inning along, but Meltzer's first pitch is a strike. And the next one is flared in the air, going back on it and making the play is Stevie Murata to end the inning quickly. Just a 9-pitch first for just a 9-pitch third for Max Meltzer. 5-1 Jacks as we go to the top of inning number 4. Top of inning number 4 here. LumberJacks and Blue Sox. 5-1 Jacks, and the Blue Sox really need to get something going here. Connor Fry is the hitter now. He's going to face Stillwell for the second time. The first time he flew out to center field, and the first pitch is a called strike. He didn't offer at it. And the next one is missing high. Lunged for it, but didn't swing. 1-1 now on Fry. Stillwell comes set, head to waist, and kicks and fires. Gets, I've seen umpires call that one a strikeout a lot of times this summer, but home plate umpire today has tighter strike zone than most so far this season in the PSCL, and as long as he's consistent with it, that's the job description. That one's popped foul. So 2-2 now. and the 2-2. Fry swings and misses, drop third strike. Here's the throw to the inside of the bag. That will get him out. So the batter out at first on the drop third strike, and that'll bring up Windishausen, the extra hitter. Here's the pitch. Just missed on the outside. Another one of those pitches that a lot of umpires in the league will call a strike, but the one that we got behind home plate today does not call a strike. 1-0 now on Windishausen, the big righty, and Stillwell deals. That one is a strike on the inside corner. Started to break his wrist, but didn't finish it, did Windishausen. So it is a called strike. Stillwell looks in for his sign, gets it, comes set, head to waist, and delivers the pitch. Breaking ball missed low. Tried to come inside with it and didn't spin it back in enough, and either way it was low. 2-1 now. Stillwell comes set, delivers, and that's roped to center. Couple steps for Jimenez to his right. He'll make the play. So, good contact, but directly at the center fielder. So that's out number 2. The Blue Sox are down by 4 runs and struggling to reach base now. 5 in a row retired by Stillwell. On the ground and topped foul. Oh, and 1 now with 2 outs. The pitch missed outside and low. That was not quite as close as some others we've seen in this inning. Pretty comfortable ball for most umpires in the league. 1-1 now. On the ground and chopped. This is hit very weakly and it rolls foul. Smart move to let it roll foul by Powers at third base this inning. So this inning, it's Gebhardt at second, Carranza at short, and Powers at third. And now they can get out of this inning with 1 pitch. Stillwell's 1-2. Breaking ball that missed inside. 2-2 on Jacob Bicey. Here's the 2-2 from Stillwell. Missed outside ball 3. Counts full with 2 outs. Low stakes for Stillwell as a walk doesn't quite end the world, although he is at 67 pitches through 3 2/3. That is pretty hefty low. And called strike 3, so Stillwell gets out of it. Even when a walk wouldn't be the end of the world, he gets the strikeout, and he's through 4 innings with 1-run ball on 68 pitches, and the bats will go back to work for the Jacks with a 4-run lead in the bottom of inning number 4. top of inning number 5. Sorry, bottom of inning number 4. Max Meltzer on the mound, pitching to Drew Griffin here, with the Jacks ahead 5-1. Here's the pitch in there, called strike. Meltzer's first inning was just 9 pitches, really effective and efficient. He threw 7 strikes. He got some quick outs. Looking to do the same here, keep the Jacks at bay and get the Blue Sox bats working, which they haven't been doing a particularly great job of, with Caden Stillwell on the bump. And that one's fouled off by Griffin for strike 2. So 0-2 now with no outs. Griffin at the plate, Meltzer on the mound. And the pitch. Taken high for ball 1 off of the hands of the lanky right-hander. Meltzer looks into the wind, and the delivery just outside ball 2. Here's the 2-2. Did he offer? He did not come even close anyway, and that one missed outside for ball 3. So Meltzer, who was ahead in this count 0-2, is now staring at a full count. Great work by Drew Griffin to work it back. Here's the payoff, and it is in the air and deep out to left field. Going back is Raymond, and it's off the wall. Running towards third is Griffin, and he's going to be in there with a slide. It's a triple to lead off the inning on a payoff pitch from Drew Griffin. So he started this at-bat down 0-2, and he finished it with a 3-2 triple that almost got out. That was demolished. First pitch to Brecken Hadley is cut on and missed. So, runner on third base now, and no outs. Meltzer is trying to pitch around that. 0-1, the infield is in, the pitch comes, and it misses high. That one is cut on and missed for strike 2. A big swing there. He was thinking of what his teammate Griffin had just done, and he wanted to do the same. Inside, it gets away from the catcher. Here comes a run. Griffin scores. It's 6-1 Jacks on the wild pitch. So now the LumberJacks are in a very advantageous situation, as they have been for pretty much all of the game, and now 3-2. That one is in there for called strike 3. Hadley will walk to the bench, to the dugout in disappointment, but there is still a 6-1 advantage for the LumberJacks. Owen Powers is the hitter now, his second time. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off, out of play. First base side. Powers' first time he got hit by a pitch. Something that's happened to LumberJacks hitters 3 times today. one misses high, ball 1 on Powers. One and one. In there for a strike. One and two now on Powers. Meltzer kicks, fires, and bounces it in front of the catcher for ball 2. 2 and 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Powers the hitter. The pitch comes to him and hits him in the elbow. And he'll take his base, so he's now been hit twice today. Meltzer is struggling here in this inning with the triple, the wild pitch, and now the hit by pitch, although he does have 1 out. So Jimenez is the next hitter. Leadoff man for the LumberJacks. He's 1 for 1, got hit by a pitch and then singled to left field. First pitch to him, this is outside for ball 1. Bottom of inning number 4, 6-1 Jacks. Here's the pitch. In the air, out to right. Couple steps in for Fry. He'll make the play for out number 2. Nothing doing there, just a pretty simple out. Can of corn, as they'd say. And Binyam Gebhardt's going to be the next hitter. 0 for 1 today. Got hit by a pitch last time and flared out to the shortstop in inning number 1. Gebhardt and Meltzer's pitch misses outside ball 1. Powers is on first and a little stunt to check on him. No throw from the catcher. 1-0 on Gebhardt. Meltzer looks in. Powers will stunt and nothing doing there. He won't throw. He won't go. 2-0. That one missed low. Some mad flow. July 5th, 2023. Hope you all had a great Independence Day last night, or yesterday in general. That one missed outside ball 3, so Gebhardt's ahead commandingly 3-0 with a 6-1 lead for the Jacks. Meltzer sets and fires. Gets a strike over the inside corner. He needed that. And that makes it a 3-1 count. The tall right-hander deals. That's on the ground to third. Making a nice little stop and throw over to first is wise to get the out. We'll go to the top of the 5th inning here in the PSCL, where the Blue Sox need to start getting the bats going, or else they'll be in some big trouble. It'll be England Rose Raymond to face Stillwell after these words.
That's it. That's his house. Mr. Brad Haley?
Relax. Did I win something?
My sources tell me you've been calling Jack in the Box junk in the box.
So?
I take these things personally, Brad.
Get lost.
Sure, just try my food, apologize, and I'll go.
Beat it, clown!
Listen, punk! I've spent millions of dollars improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever!
You're psycho!
Oh yeah, whoop 'em good, Jack.
Brad, you get to try my best burger ever, and all I want is your honest opinion.
Tasty.
Really? You're not just saying that because I'm kneeling on your spine?
No, I shouldn't have dissed your food, man. I'm sorry, Jack.
Well, I'm sorry about the grass stains.
Really?
No.
Here we go, top of inning number 5 here at Palm Springs Stadium. Kyle England leading off for the Blue Sox, and the Blue Sox badly need some runs. They got 9 outs to play with. They need 5 runs to tie, and the first pitch from Stillwell runs far inside and hits England. So now, runner on first base, Jack Rose coming to the plate. England on first. Stillwell deals. In the air out to deep center field. Back on it, going Jimenez. He'll make the catch. It was a deep fly ball, but it was still a couple steps in from that warning track, so not a ton of trouble for Jimenez. Out number 1, Stillwell still moving effectively. 70 pitches. Now he'll face Michael Raymond for the second time. Playoffs start on Friday. Here comes the pitch. In the air, corkscrewing towards left field, out for it, and it drops in between Powers, the shortstop, and Robertson, the left fielder. That is a bloop single with 1 out here in inning number 5. So now the Blue Sox got something going. So now it's Aiden Morton. Pitch to him. Misses outside, ball 1. Top of the 5th here. Sam Fetterman bringing you all of the action here on the PSCL Baseball Network. Here's the pitch. That one missed low. Did he go? He did not. 2 balls, no strikes. You're on a gorgeous Palm Springs Wednesday. 2-0. Stillwell deals. Inside ball 3 on Morton, so he's a pitch away from walking the bases loaded. And the next one will be his 75th. I'm sure there will be a meeting on the mound if that comes to toe. Let's see if it does. Stillwell looks in and delivers. Gets the outside corner. Generous given some of the other calls he's made today, but anything close usually gets a call on 3-0. If you've been effective throughout the day, which Stillwell has. He's thrown almost 60% strikes, which is a good number. And the pitch. Outside ball 4. That one was never had a chance, so Stillwell is going to get a meeting on the mound with his coach. No one is warming up, though. So they have confidence in him to get through this inning. In a 5-run game, this is a big spot, though, for the Blue Sox. Stevie Murata needs to come through with a base hit, try and drive in some runs, or just get on base however you can. And even then, with only 1 out, it's not the end of the world. You'd like to see him reach base if you're the Blue Sox. But you do have the top of the order on deck. Stillwell's got to be thinking about just hitting the strike zone here. Don't let another guy walk for free. Just make them work for it. You're up by 5 runs. You do have a little bit of breathing room to just make some pitches. You don't need to get this guy out with like your life depends on it, the way that the Blue Sox need to score runs here, basically as though their life depends on it. That one is in the air, out to left. A couple steps back for Robertson, makes the catch. No tag from third from England, and good contact, but right at the left fielder, and that'll bring up Cesar Ortega, who absolutely needs to drive in at least one here for the Blue Sox. 6-1 Jacks, top 5. Stillwell looking to finish his 5th inning of work with the bases loaded. Ortega fouls it off towards the Lumberjack dugout. 0-1. Got a piece of it. Now he's just got to time it a little bit better. That one catches a barrel. He could score a bunch. 0-1. Missed low on a breaking ball. Good eye there to not chase it. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Ortega. And much higher stakes for the Blue Sox. Now it's into center field. Could it drop? No, it won't. Carranza had the whole way, and the bases loaded is stranded by the Blue Sox. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 5 after these words. About to get going, bottom of inning number 5 here. Max Meltzer pitching to Cam Tarling. 6-1 Jacks. The bases were loaded, but Stillwell was able to get out of it in the last inning. The pitch. Tarling takes a check swing, but he didn't go on a pitch outside and low. So it'll be 1 ball, no strikes. Meltzer, the big righty, fires. Outside corner, couldn't get the call, 2-0. Again, you do see with this particular umpire, out of the ones that we got in the PSCL, he probably has the tightest zone. That one missed outside, checked his swing, did not go. And we are now moving to a 3-0 count on Tarling. Meltzer fires. That one does catch the outside corner. Strike zone does tend to expand a little on 3-0 as can usually happen for some guys. And that one is going to be ruled a check swing, and he went around, runs the count full, 3-2. Meltzer working quickly and fires. Flared foul back to the screen. Meltzer looks in and delivers. Inside ball 4. Tarling shags his bat back and will go to the next hitter, Robertson. Robertson 0 for 1. Walked and struck out looking his 2 times to the plate. Meltzer deals. That one missed high, ball 1. So with Tarling on first base in a 5-run game, there is no action in either bullpen right now. The runner was off the bag, and Meltzer stepped off the mound. The runner got back in, did Tarling, who's been a pinch runner a lot, so he's been on the base paths more than he's been at the plate, but he reaches on his own volition today. Here's the pitch, fouled back by Robertson for strike 1. One and one. Meltzer steps off the mound, looks the runner, comes back, and looks in for a sign as Robertson gets ready. Sign is taken. Pitch is delivered. The runner goes. Here is the throw. It's over. Not quite over the head of the second baseman. He reached out to make the play, but didn't matter because the runner had slid in safely to Tarling. 2-1 now on Robertson. Rose the catcher. Meltzer taking his time. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in bottom 5. 6-1 to score. The Jacks are in the lead. Two and two. Meltzer looking in, firing. Robertson fouls it back and out of play. So he'll stay alive on 2-2 with a runner on second. Now some action starting in the Blue Sox bullpen. About 45 minutes until the time limit. Here comes the pitch. Robertson puts a charge into one to center. Back on it is the center fielder, and it drops off of his glove. The runner's headed for third. He is given a stop sign. So it's a double for Robertson. It would have been a really difficult catch to make out there in center field for England, but still one that he had a chance at. So second and third after the double, and it'll bring up Kyle Turner. Who himself has an RBI today. And the umpire's passed out. Oh my God. We'll be back. Okay, so as of right now, the situation, the umpire, I believe, is definitely conscious. He's been helped up, and the golf carts are about to take him off of the field. This is certainly a difficult situation. We wish for the best for our home plate umpire, who works so hard day in and day out. He's talking with Tyler, the AGM, right now, and the coaches, as well as a trainer. There are 2 golf carts ready to assist him. He's being helped on to one of them by the trainer, the coaches, and Tyler. And it seems like he's going to get his assistance wherever that may be. It's a really tough job being an umpire, especially out in the heat, and for a guy who works out here all day, every day, and this is works so hard, and seems like he's going to get some support. Not quite sure what the protocol is for the game itself, but that's secondary right now. The umpire is the primary concern, and he's being golf carted towards the exit of the ball field as the pitcher Meltzer and the catcher Rose go back to their spots. So there will be some warm-up time, and we'll go down to just one umpire. All right, so we're hoping the umpire is okay. He's been taken off the field. He's conscious, and Kyle Turner will be the next hitter for the Lumberjacks. As I mentioned before he came to the plate, he had an RBI in the first inning, and he now comes with 2 on and no out. The pitch gets away from the catcher and will score Tarling from third. So it's 7-1 Jacks. Robertson advances to third on that pitch as well. Infield playing in on the grass almost. The pitch comes in, and Turner hits a towering Empire State pop. Back a few steps, Morton and Wise. Morton makes the catch, does the shortstop, and that will be out number 1. So 7-1 Jacks. 1 out here, bottom of inning number 5. Carranza's the hitter. 0 for 2 today. The pitch to him is flared back, foul, and to the backstop. In Carranza's plate appearances, he's popped out to the third baseman in foul ground, and he's grounded out to shortstop. Here's the 0-1 pitch with one out. A breaking ball that's waved at and missed for strike two. Good work by Meltzer, who's thrown 50 pitches now in 2 1/3. And 28 of them have been strikes. We'll see if Stillwell is going to come out for the next inning for the Jacks, but that one is popped up, going back on it, and the catch is made by the second baseman, Murata. He was playing pretty far in on that infield dirt, like at the very, very start of the dirt, and had to track back for that one, and it was falling kind of fast, but he made a nice play. Now Abe Hernandez comes to the plate with 2 outs. He's 0 for 2 as well today, grounded out and popped out in his 2 plate appearances. 7-1 Jacks. The runner on third is Robertson, and the pitch to Hernandez misses high ball 1. Meltzer on the mound trying to get out of this inning. And if you remember, in the top half of the 5th, the Blue Sox had the bases loaded, and Caden Stillwell, managed to get out of it without allowing a run. There's a called strike in there on Hernandez. Meltzer looking to finish his 3rd inning of work here. In relief of Jack Weakland. The pitch is grounded weakly to the first baseman. Bicey up with it. Flips to Meltzer at first, and that will be out number 3. So just 1 run, but it's now 7-1 Jacks as we'll go to the top of inning number 6 after these words.
Like, your, bacon.
Say it. Steady.
Ultimate cheeseburger.
Go! Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Here we go to the top of inning number 6, and a first pitch strike on the pinch hitter for the Blue Sox, Caden Dawson from Stillwell, who's still on the mound here, and that one's in there as well. So another factor here is that was the home plate umpire who is now out of the game, and the new strike zone from this umpire. Flared foul back to the backstop. 0-2 it remains. Oh, and 2 from Stillwell is once again fouled back. And it will remain 0-2. 0-2 now with no outs here in top 6, 7-1 Jacks. That one's in there, called strike 3. So after a good fight, Dawson goes down looking. And now it'll bring up Connor Fry. There's a strike. And that one plunked him. So Fry will take his base with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Maybe that could start something for the Blue Sox. No action, though, in the LumberJack bullpen. They are riding Stillwell for the moment. 30 minutes until the time limit. We did have to pause when the umpire went down. Fry at first. Here's the pitch. Windishausen swings and misses for strike 1. Oh and 1 on Carson Windishausen. Runner on first is Fry. Stillwell delivers from the stretch. Missed low. Ball 1. 1-1 now with 1 out. 7-1 the score. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike 2, outside corner. Good pitch there. Again, probably not a strike with the last umpire, but we have a new umpire behind the plate now. So, tough for hitters to pick up, tough for pitchers to pick up as well, but that's how baseball goes sometimes. That one gets away from the catcher, and Fry is headed to second. He's also headed to third. No, he's going to stop in between second and third. No throw down to try and get him. Wild pitch. And Stillwell's throwing 92 pitches. He's got 1 out here in inning number 6. Gotta think this is his last frame, even though there's nobody warming up. Top 6. 1 out. Throws back to second, and it gets off the glove of Powers and into center field. Heading to third is Fry on the error by Stillwell. A bad throw, maybe an even ill-advised throw. And now, 90 feet away, is run number 2 for the Blue Sox. And it's 2-2 on Windishausen. And Stillwell fires. Windishausen takes it, gets behind the catcher. Nothing doing for the runner. Count will go up to 3 balls, 2 strikes. So it's filled up, and here's the payoff. Low ball for Windishausen, takes his base. So now 2 on with 1 out. And a pinch hitter for the Blue Sox in the person of Tyler Nelson. Can really do some damage here. Here's the pitch. First pitch to him is a big swing and miss. 7-1 Jacks. Blue Sox need runs. They need them fast. Only got 5 outs to work with now. Scores 6 runs. Throw back to first. Nothing doing. So Stillwell looks in and fires. That one is low. Here's the throw to second. Skips away and over the head of Gebhardt. walking to the plate is Fry. It's 7-2. It's a big run for the Blue Sox now as more can follow and make this a closer game. In there, called strike 2. Anyway, also what that does is it means that in the 7th inning, they can score 5 runs and tie it if it doesn't roll over. That one misses outside. So, no, sorry. I misphrased that anyway. It's a 5-run game now with a runner on second and a 2-2 count on Nelson. Pitch in there, called strike 3. Down goes Nelson. And now the rest of this inning will fall on Kyle England. He's got a runner on second in Windishausen. And he's going to try and drive him in, or at least get on base and keep the inning moving. Stillwell trying to finish his 6th inning of work. First pitch is fouled off the end of the bat. Here comes the 0-1 from Stillwell with 2 outs here in the 6th. The pitch in the air out to center. Coming on for it, Jimenez. Stops, makes the play, and that's the top of the 6th inning done. A run comes in, but it's still 7-2 Jacks as we'll head to the bottom of inning number 6 right here on the PSCL Baseball Network. New pitcher as we head to the bottom of inning number 6 here. It's Ortega to the mound now. And he'll face Griffin. And the first pitch misses high for ball 1. 1-0 from Ortega. In there for called strike 1. And the lefty kicks, fires. In there, strike 2. Here's 7-2, bottom of the 6th here. Jackson Blue Sox. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3, and down goes the pinch hitter as far. Ortega K's the first man he faces, and now Brecken Hadley's being pinch hit for with Johnny Young. As far K's, and there is now action in the Lumberjack bullpen. Ortega looks in, fires the pitch inside ball 1 on Johnny Young. One and 0. High ball 1, high ball 2 actually. Two and 0. Breaking ball called strike. Really good breaking ball there from Ortega. The lefty spun it out of his hand and into the zone. Great work. Started out, came in. 2 and 1. Down low, ball 3. Ortega missed that spot and bounced it. Noble Ortega delivers the 3 and 1. It is fouled off by Young. We'll go to a full count now. Payoff pitch coming up in a moment. Batter steps out of the box, does Young, now steps back in. Coming set and turning, firing the payoff pitch. It's on the ground to third, coming on, fielding with the glove, and firing over to first, not in time. It's an infield single for Johnny Young. Caden Dawson is the third baseman who had to charge that one and didn't have a play on it by the time that it went into his mitt. Was a properly softly hit ball by Young. And we'll get the next hitter now coming to the plate in the person of Powers. First pitch missed low. Powers 0 for 0 today. He's come to the plate twice. He's been plunked twice. Runner on first is Young. And a pitch. In there for a strike. No, that one just missed outside. Looked like the umpire started to motion for a strike, but at the end of the day didn't call it. Here comes Ortega, sets and into the stretch for his delivery. That's a strike. 2 and 1 now. That one did catch the outside corner. That the other one did not. Ortega now trying to work around the infield single. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball that just missed high for ball 3. 3 and 1 now. Ortega's thrown 14 pitches. Here comes 15. And it's ball 4. And Powers takes his base now. Runners on first and second. And a pinch hitter coming to the plate in the person of Jaden Pickowitz. So first and second for Pickowitz, who we've seen have some serious power. Jacks ahead 7-2. They got action in their bullpen. We'll see what happens in the top of the 7th, but first the bottom of the 6th. The first pitch to Pickowitz misses low, ball 1. The infield single from Young after the strikeout of Asfar, and walk to Powers brings up Pickowitz, who's pinch hitting for Jimenez. 7-2 Jacks. Here comes the pitch. Low ball 2, so quickly 2-0. Pickowitz in the driver's seat. So the left-handed hitter against the left-handed pitcher. Usually that's advantage pitcher, but so far it's advantage hitter, 2-0. That one's in there firm for called strike 1 on the outside corner. Good pitch. Well, Ortega's got to do that again, or some ornation of a strike. On the ground and through the hole past the first baseman Nelson, and station to station they go. It'll be the bases are loaded after that single. And new hitter coming to the plate now. It'll be Benner for the Jacks. Pinch hitting for Gebhardt. Bases loaded. Young on third. Powers on second. Pickowitz on first. The hitter's Benner. Ortega deals with 1 out. The first pitch runs inside, and it was gloved for ball 1. Anything that gets past the catcher Ortega could score the 8th run for the Jacks. And a meeting on the mound between the two Ortegas. Noble Ortega looks in and deals. That one's in there for a strike, so needed that pitch. He's gotten behind in multiple counts in a row here. Last 3 have reached. Here comes the next one, and that's going to miss outside and low for ball 2, 2-1, so he's back behind. 2-1. In the air, out to center field, taking a couple steps back and making the play is the center fielder, England. He's going to throw it in, it's cut off, and all the runners advance. Actually, they rule that the runner did not tag up from second. Double play. Sam Fetterman bringing you the action. Caden Stillwell on the mound. As we go to top 7, final chance for the Blue Sox. LumberJacks ahead 8-2. So what happened on the last action that you saw was a fly ball to center field that was caught by Kyle England with 1 out. That was out number 2. And then the runner, Johnny Young, tagged up from third to score. And then Owen Powers did not tag, and there's a fly ball tagged into center and caught by the center fielder. So there's out number 1 here in inning number 7. Stillwell going for the complete game. He's thrown 102 pitches. So count the run. Young scored, but the runner tagging from second did not tag. Here's the pitch. Fouled back by Michael Raymond. 0-1. Raymond trying to get something going for the Blue Sox. Stillwell deals, and that one is fouled for strike 2. Foul tip. Catcher couldn't hold on. That'll be the second strike. On Raymond, here is the 0-2 offering. Outside ball 1 from Stillwell. And Stillwell's line so far today, 6 1/3. He's struck out 9, walked 3, allowed 2 runs, both earned, hit 2, and 3 hits. The pitch, outside ball 2, so 2-2 now. So he's allowed 8 base runners. 3 steals and a wild pitch, but doesn't matter because the Jacks offense has come to play, and he has struck out 9 as well, which is pretty effective. And it'll stay at 9. That's ball 3. It'll be a payoff coming up and a chance for 10th K of the day for Stillwell. Started this plate appearance ahead 0-2. Now he is knotted full. Payoff into left field, corkscrewing, and a sliding catch made by the left fielder Robertson. Really nice catch there for out number 2. So 2 fly balls into the outfield and 2 outs. And Stillwell is done. He's hurt. Perhaps? No. I'm not sure. It seemed like he was holding his arm. He's not hurt. He's fine. He's just tired. 108 pitches for him, and what a day for him. 6 2/3 in line for the win. And we'll be back with the pitching change right after this.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Top of the 7th, 2 outs. New pitcher Jarrett Batanian coming in. So Stillwell's day is done. He's not getting the complete game, but he is in line for the win, and barring something unforeseen, he'll get it. Batanian's first pitch is a ball missing outside on the pinch hitter, Gavin Parch. Batanian looks in and fires a cut and a miss, strike one. 2 pitches away from victory for him. And he clinched first place in the National League, and a swing and a miss, strike 2. So 1 pitch away from a ball game and a victory for the Jacks. Parch at the plate from the right-hand side. Batanian comes set and looks in to fire. Misses high, ball 1. Brecken Hadley still in doing the catching for the Jacks. And here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Parch. Batanian with the final third of an inning for the Jacks. And Caden Stillwell, 6 2/3 of 2 earned runs, earns the win, and the Jacks take it 8-2 at Palm Springs Stadium here in the PSCL. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Sam Fetterman, and I will see you next time.